Hey guys, it's your boy Jay, and welcome back to my channel. Wow, I'm so excited for today's video because we're going on a different kind of adventure. We're not climbing mountains or going to the beach this time. Instead, we're going on a journey through the darkest, most mysterious corners of our own country. From the chilly mountains of Luzon, down to the mystical islands of Visayas, and all the way to the mysterious lands of Mindanao, we're going to explore stories that will make your skin tingle and your heart beat just a little bit faster. These aren't just your grandma's bedtime stories, guys. These are tales that have been whispered from one generation to the next. A creepy mix of old stories, beliefs, and real-life meetings that people swear are true. Have you ever felt a shiver go down your back for no reason, or heard a strange noise in the middle of the night? Maybe it wasn't just the wind. Some of these stories might feel a little too close to home, especially if you're from the provinces I'm about to mention. So turn off the lights, grab your blanket, maybe a rosary if you need one, and get comfortable. Let's dive deeper into creepy regional legends across the Philippines. We're going to explore tales of ghosts, spirits, and even whole cities that disappear in the blink of an eye. Are you ready? Because I'm a little nervous already, but let's do this. Let's go. Let's start our trip up north to the city of Pines, Baguio. We all love Baguio, right? The cool weather, the fresh strawberries, the beautiful pine trees. But did you know that hidden in those beautiful forests is a scary secret? People who live there and people who visit have shared stories about a single, shadowy shape they've seen deep in the woods, especially in places like Camp John Hay. They say he's an Igorot warrior, a spirit guardian from a very long time ago. He doesn't just stand there, guys. He's seen watching, protecting something special. People believe that these forests have old hidden burial grounds, and this warrior is their endless protector. He's not there to hurt living people, but to warn them, to make sure that the final resting place of his family stays safe. Imagine walking on a path, enjoying the cool Baguio air, and suddenly you feel like someone is watching you. You look around, and you see only trees, but the feeling is so strong, like someone is staring at you. That's what people say. It's a heavy, strong feeling that makes the hair on your arms stand up. They say it's him, letting you know you've gone too close to a special place. It's a quiet but strong warning to go back, to respect the ground you're walking on. Many stories come from people who run or hike early in the morning or late in the afternoon, when the fog starts to come in. They'll see a dark shape out of the corner of their eye, a strong person holding a spear, sometimes wearing traditional clothes. They say he moves very quietly, blending perfectly with the shadows of the pine trees, making you wonder if you saw anything at all. One camper shared a very scary experience. He was setting up his tent near sunset when he felt that familiar feeling of being watched. He looked around and saw what he thought was another person. He told his friends, "I saw someone crouching with a spear, but when I shined my light, he disappeared. Just like that, gone. No sound of footsteps, no rustling leaves, just empty, quiet woods." So the next time you're in Baguio, enjoying a walk through its beautiful pine forests, remember this story. Be respectful, stay on the marked paths, and if you suddenly feel a cold fear come over you, maybe it's the ghostly warrior telling you that you're walking on sacred ground. It's a humble reminder that some places hold secrets much older and deeper than we can imagine. Still in Baguio, we're heading to one of the most famously haunted places in the entire Philippines, the Diplomat Hotel. Kahit sa daytime, guys, the place looks terrifying. It's this huge, ruined building on top of Dominican Hill, and its history is as dark as its empty hallways. Before it was a hotel, it was a seminary and a monastery. But during World War II, it became a place of unimaginable suffering. Japanese soldiers invaded the seminary, and it's said that they committed horrific acts, torturing and beheading many priests, nuns, and even children who were seeking refuge there. After the war, it was converted into the Diplomat Hotel, but the tragedies didn't stop. The hotel eventually closed down and was abandoned, left to decay. But the spirits of those who died there, they say they never left. Visitors who are brave enough to explore the ruins report a whole range of paranormal activity. One of the most common experiences is hearing disembodied voices. People hear faint chanting, like the prayers of the old priests echoing through the chapel. Others hear blood-curdling screams and the desperate cries of women and children, especially at night. It's as if the very walls have absorbed the pain and sorrow of the past. Then there are the apparitions. The most famous ghosts of the Diplomat Hotel are the figures of headless priests, often seen walking the corridors or standing in the doorways as if still searching for their heads. People have also seen ghostly nuns, their white habits stained with blood, staring out from the empty window frames. Imagine seeing that. I would literally pass out, guys. Walong joke. But it's not just sights and sounds. The ghosts here can get physical. Visitors have reported feeling suddenly cold in certain rooms, even on a warm day. Others have felt invisible hands pushing them, tugging at their clothes, or even slapping them. It's as if the spirits are angry at the intrusion, wanting you to leave their tormented home. The heavy doors of the hotel are also known to slam shut on their own, trapping people inside for a few terrifying moments. The fountain at the front is another hotspot. People claim to see the water turn blood red at certain times. Whether it's a trick of the light or something more sinister, it adds to the hotel's terrifying legend. Today, the place has been converted into a heritage park, but the stories persist. The ghosts of the Diplomat Hotel serve as a chilling reminder of its violent history, their cries echoing through the ruins as a warning to all who dare to enter. Let's travel down from the mountains to the coastal plains of the Ilocos region. Imagine a quiet provincial night. The only sounds are the chirping of crickets and the gentle rustle of the rice fields. But then, you hear it. A faint tick-tick-tick sound that seems to come from the roof. For many in Ilocos, this sound is a harbinger of absolute terror. It's the sound of the tick-tick. The tick-tick is a type of aswang, a fearsome creature from Filipino folklore. But this one has a very specific, very horrifying target: pregnant women. The stories say that the tick-tick has the ability to transform, often taking the shape of a large dark bird that can land silently on the rooftops of houses where an expectant mother is sleeping. It is a creature of pure malice, driven by a hunger for the unborn. Once it's on the roof, the tick-tick uses its most terrifying feature, a long, thin, thread-like tongue that can stretch to incredible lengths. It finds a crack or a small hole in the roof or walls and lowers its tongue down, aiming for the sleeping woman's belly button. The goal is to suck out the fetus from the womb, leaving the mother to wake up to an unspeakable tragedy. Grabe, just thinking about it gives me the creeps. The tick-tick sound is actually a clever and cruel trick. The creature makes the sound to mislead anyone who might be listening. When the sound is loud, it means the tick-tick is far away. But when the sound becomes faint, almost a whisper, that's when you should be most afraid. It means the creature is right above you, its deadly tongue already searching for its victim. To protect their loved ones, families in the region have developed various countermeasures based on superstition. They would place garlic wreaths on windows and doors, as aswangs are said to be repulsed by its smell. Some would even place a bolo, a large knife, under the pregnant woman's bed. Others would intentionally make noise throughout the night to scare the creature away. These stories are deeply ingrained in the local culture. They serve as a cautionary tale, a way to explain miscarriages or stillbirths in a time before modern medicine. But for many people in the Ilocos region, the tick-tick is not just a story. It is a real and present danger that lurks in the darkness. Its chilling call a reminder that some monsters hide in the quietest of nights, waiting in the rice fields just beyond the light. From Luzon, let's sail to the Visayas, to an island province with a reputation that really precedes it, Siquijor. For many Filipinos, the name Siquijor is, well, kind of synonymous with one thing: magic. But not the fun Harry Potter kind. We're talking about kulam, curses, barong, a darker form of hex, and those powerful love potions you sometimes hear about. It's known as Isla del Fuego, or the Island of Fire, but honestly, many people just call it the witch's paradise. The island's reputation for sorcery is centuries old, maybe even dating back to pre-colonial times, when shamans and healers called Mananambal were the central figures in the community. While a lot of them practice healing and positive magic, it's really the stories of dark magic that have captured the public's imagination. People from all over the Philippines travel to Siquijor, some looking for cures for mysterious illnesses, others seeking, well, revenge. They say the healers and sorcerers of Siquijor draw their power from the island itself. Rituals are performed in secret caves, deep in the heart of the forest, or under the ancient enchanted balete tree. During Holy Week, it's said that the island's mystics gather to recharge their powers, brewing potions and creating amulets using a mix of herbs, roots, insects, and secret incantations, whispered only in the dark. This belief in the island's power is so strong that there's a common warning you'll hear from locals and outsiders alike. A friend who visited told me this, and honestly, it stuck with me. If someone curses you in Siquijor, no doctor can help. Only a healer from the island can save you. The idea is that the kulam from Siquijor is so specific and powerful that only its source, another powerful practitioner from the island, can undo it. The stories can be truly terrifying. There are tales of people suddenly falling ill with no medical explanation, their bodies just wasting away. Stories of insects crawling out of a victim's wounds, a sign of the dreaded barong. Or, on the flip side, stories of powerful gayuma, those love potions that can make someone fall hopelessly, obsessively in love with you, even against their will. It's both fascinating and honestly incredibly scary. Whether you believe in it or not, the mystique of Siquijor is undeniable. The island itself is beautiful with pristine beaches and waterfalls, but there's this underlying energy, a feeling that you're in a place where the veil between our world and the spirit world is incredibly thin. It's a place where faith and folklore are intertwined, and where a simple whispered curse could change your life forever. Let's stay in the Visayas, specifically in the province of Capiz, which is often called the hometown of the Aswang. While there are many Aswang stories from this region, one of the most tragic and gruesome is the legend of Maria Labo. Her story isn't just about a monster, it's about a woman's descent into monstrousness, a tale that's been used to frighten children and adults for generations. The story begins with Maria as a normal, happy wife and mother. She lived with her husband, a police officer, and their 2 young children. To help with their finances, Maria decided to work abroad as an OFW, an overseas Filipino worker, taking a job as a caregiver for an elderly man. Everything seemed fine at first, but the old man she was caring for was not what he seemed. He was secretly an aswang. The tale goes that the old man was dying and needed to pass his curse onto someone else. Through a ritual, often said to involve transferring his saliva into her food or drink, he passed his dark nature to the unsuspecting Maria. When her contract ended, she returned home to the Philippines, but she was no longer the same woman who had left. She was now an aswang, cursed with an insatiable hunger for human flesh. One day, her husband came home from work, tired and hungry. Maria had prepared a delicious-smelling stew for him. He ate heartily, enjoying the meal his wife had cooked. But as he ate, he noticed something was wrong. Their children were nowhere to be found. He called out for them, but there was no answer. He asked Maria where they were, and her answer sent a chill down his spine. She smiled strangely and pointed to the pot of stew he was eating. In a moment of pure horror, he realized what she had done. Driven by her monstrous hunger, she had killed their own children and cooked them. In a fit of rage and grief, her husband grabbed a bolo and attacked her, striking her across the face and leaving a deep, permanent scar, or labo. This is how she got her name, Maria Labo. Wounded but not killed, Maria escaped and is said to roam the Visayas and Mindanao even to this day, a terrifying figure with a scarred face, forever hunting for her next victim. Her story is a chilling, cautionary tale, a reminder that monsters can sometimes wear the most familiar faces, and that the deepest horror can come from the ones we love. Our next stop is the island of Samar in the Visayas, home to one of the most intriguing and honestly mind-bending legends in the Philippines, the story of Birangan City. This isn't your typical ghost story. This is about an entire city, a bustling modern metropolis that is completely invisible to the naked eye. It's said to be an ethereal city, a portal to the world of the Encanto, or elemental spirits. Those who claim to have seen Birangan describe it as a breathtaking sight. They speak of towering skyscrapers that glow with an otherworldly light, magnificent bridges, and advanced vehicles moving silently along its streets. It's said to be far more advanced and beautiful than any city in our world. But you can't just decide to visit. Birangan City reveals itself only to a chosen few, or to those who accidentally stumble upon its gateway. The stories often come from fishermen who get lost in the fog, or travelers who take a wrong turn on a lonely provincial road. Suddenly, they find themselves in a brightly lit, futuristic city that just shouldn't be there. The inhabitants of Birangan are said to be encantos, beautiful, fair-skinned beings who often disguise themselves as humans to interact with our world. They are known to visit our towns to buy supplies, paying with enchanted gold that turns to dust or charcoal by morning. They are also known to lure humans into their world, especially those they find beautiful or interesting. Many local stories of people who have mysteriously vanished are attributed to them being taken to Biringen City, to live there forever as a spouse or a servant to an encanto. But there is a very important rule for anyone who finds themselves in this mystical place: never, ever eat their food. It is said that if you consume even a single bite of the black-colored food offered to you in Biringen, you will be trapped there forever. You will become one of them, unable to return to the human world, your family left to wonder what happened to you. The legend of Biringen is so pervasive in Samar that some satellite images of the region show a strange, dark void where the city is believed to be. Is it a glitch? Or is it proof of this invisible kingdom? Biringen City remains one of our country's greatest mysteries, a shimmering, unseen metropolis that reminds us there might be entire worlds hidden just beyond our perception. Now we journey to the majestic island of Mindanao, to the province of Lanao del Sur. Here lies the stunning Lake Lanao, the second largest lake in the Philippines. It's a place of incredible beauty and cultural significance for the Maranao people. But like many beautiful places, it holds a dark legend within its deep waters, the story of a mysterious witch who preys on the unsuspecting. Locals whisper tales of an old woman, always seen wearing a vibrant red dress. She is not a resident of any of the lakeside communities. No one knows where she comes from or where she goes. She appears only at a specific time, twilight, that magical, eerie hour when the sun has set, but the sky is not yet completely dark. She is seen walking along the shores of the lake, a solitary figure in red against the fading light. They say she is a witch, a powerful enchantress who lures souls into the water. Her targets are often children or young adults who are still swimming or playing by the lake as dusk falls. The story goes that she will call out to them, her voice sweet and inviting, or sometimes she will just stare, her gaze hypnotic and impossible to resist. Those who are drawn to her are said to walk into the lake as if in a trance. Once they are in the water, they are never seen again. Their bodies are never recovered. It's as if the lake itself swallows them whole, pulled down into the depths by the witch's dark magic. Because of this legend, a strict rule is passed down through generations of Maranao families. Children are forbidden from swimming in Lake Lanao after 5 p.m. It is a curfew born not of discipline, but of fear. Is she a spirit of the lake, a guardian who demands a sacrifice? Or is she a malevolent entity that feeds on the lives of the young? No one knows for sure. Some say she is the ghost of a woman who drowned in the lake long ago, her red dress the last thing she was wearing. Now, she seeks company in her lonely, watery grave. This story serves as a powerful reminder of the respect that local communities have for nature and its hidden dangers. For them, Lake Lanao is not just a body of water, it is a living entity with its own spirits and its own rules. And breaking those rules, especially when the woman in red is watching from the shore, could mean paying the ultimate price. Let's stay in Mindanao and look up, way up, to the highest peak in the Philippines, the majestic Mount Apo. This mountain is more than just a challenge for climbers. It's considered a sacred place, the domain of powerful elemental spirits. It is the kingdom of Mandarangan, the god of war, and his wife Darago, and it is guarded by a powerful spirit known to the local tribes as Apo Sandawa. Climbers and mountaineers who have dared to scale its heights often come back with stories that are hard to explain. It's not just about the physical challenge, it's about a spiritual one. They speak of a palpable energy on the mountain, a feeling of being watched and tested by an unseen force. This is believed to be the guardian spirit, testing the intentions of those who enter its sacred home. Many experienced climbers report sudden and inexplicable changes in weather. One moment, the sky is clear, and the next, a violent storm with fierce winds and torrential rain will erupt out of nowhere, as if the mountain itself is trying to push them back. These storms are seen as a sign that the spirit is displeased, perhaps because the climbers were being disrespectful, noisy, or had bad intentions. Then there are the visions. Some climbers, especially when they are alone or near the summit, have reported seeing things. They might see apparitions of ancient Bagobo warriors, or strange, glowing lights flitting between the trees. Others have heard disembodied voices whispering in the local dialect, even when no one else is around. These experiences are often interpreted as messages or warnings from the spirit world. The guardian spirit is not necessarily evil. It is a protector. Before any climb, it is customary for local tribes to perform a ritual to ask for permission and safe passage from Apo Sandawa. They offer chickens and coins, and they pray for the spirit's blessing. It is believed that climbers who show respect, who are pure of heart, and who honor the traditions are protected during their journey. So if you ever plan to climb Mount Apo, remember that you are more than just a tourist on an adventure. You are a guest in a sacred place. You must tread lightly, speak softly, and carry with you a heart full of respect. Because the mountain is always watching, and its guardian spirit will be the ultimate judge of whether you are worthy to reach its peak. For our final story, we travel to the vibrant peninsula of Zamboanga in Mindanao, home to a unique and unsettling belief rooted in ancestor worship. This is the story of the Tao Tao Mon, which translates to little man or little statue. These are not just decorative carvings, they are believed to be vessels for ancestral spirits, and they demand the utmost respect. These wooden figures are often carved to represent a deceased family member, and are kept in the home as a way to honor them and keep their spirit close. They are treated like a living member of the family. They are offered food, spoken to, and cared for. The belief is that as long as the spirits are happy and respected, they will bring good fortune and protection to the household. But what happens if they are disrespected? That's when the horror begins. The stories say that if a Tao Tao Mon is neglected, mocked, or if the family behaves badly, the statue will come to life at night. Not in a dramatic, movie-like way, but in subtle, terrifying ways. Family members will hear faint whispering coming from the corner where the statue is kept. They might hear tiny footsteps, the sound of wood scraping against the floor, as if the statue is moving on its own. People have reported waking up to find the Tao Tao Mon in a different position from where they left it, its head turned to face them, its small carved eyes seeming to watch them in the darkness. It's a psychological terror that slowly builds night after night. The misfortune it brings is also subtle at first. Food might spoil quickly, money might be lost, or arguments might break out in the family for no reason. These are seen as warnings from the angered ancestral spirit. If the disrespect continues, the misfortune can escalate to sickness, accidents, or even death. The message is clear: do not anger the spirits of your ancestors. This belief highlights a deep cultural respect for elders and lineage that is common throughout the Philippines. The Tao Tao Mon are a physical manifestation of that belief. They are a reminder that our ancestors are always with us, watching over us, and that they can be a source of great blessing or a source of terrifying misfortune, depending on how we treat their memory and their statues. And that's it, guys. Wow. Grabe, from the ghostly warriors of Baguio to the moving statues of Zamboanga, our country is just overflowing with these incredible spine-tingling stories. It really makes you think, doesn't it? These legends are more than just scary tales. They're a part of our culture, our history, and our identity. They connect us to our ancestors and to the mysterious, unseen world that might be closer than we think. I don't know about you, but I've got goosebumps. Now I want to hear from you. I know every single province, every town, every barangay has its own unique stories of ghosts, encantos, or strange happenings. What are the legends from your hometown? Have you ever had a personal experience with the paranormal? Don't be shy, guys. Share your stories in the comments below. I would absolutely love to read them, and I'm sure everyone else would too. Let's create a huge collection of Filipino folklore right here in the comments section. Thank you so much for joining me on this creepy journey across the Philippines. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more spine-tingling Filipino folklore and other unbelievable mysteries with me, please don't forget to hit that like button, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you won't miss my next adventure. Stay safe, stay curious, and maybe sleep with the lights on tonight. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out!